This is the Prophecy Project. Understanding the times, the nations in military conflicts, with Bible teacher and author Alan Bonk.
Welcome. This is the 11th video in a new series of prophecy videos. It is now 2022, and things are changing all around us. By that I mean the world, its plagues, and governments are going out of control. This is a study of the second book of Ezra, which is also called For Ezra. The videos are divided into individual chapters from the book. Some chapters will be much longer than others. Some have a lot of personal input and questions from Ezra. However, most of the chapters are still prophetic in nature. I have given each chapter a simple title from something I found in that chapter. Chapter 11 is The Great Eagle with 12 Wings. Chapter 11, verse 1. Then I saw a dream, and behold, there came up from the sea an eagle, which had 12 feathered wings and 3 heads. And I saw, and behold, she spread her wings over all the earth, and all the winds of the air blew on her, and were gathered together. And I beheld, and lo, out of her feathers there grew other contrary feathers, and they became little feathers and small. But her heads were at rest, inactive. The head in the midst was greater than the other, yet rested it with the residue. Moreover, I beheld, and lo, the eagle flew with her feathers, and reigned upon the earth, and over them that dwelt therein. And I saw that all things under heaven were subject unto her, and no man spake against her, no, not one creature upon earth. And I beheld, and lo, the eagle rose upon her talons, and spake to her feathers, saying, Watch, not all at once, sleep, everyone in his own place, and watch by course. But the heads be preserved for the last. And I beheld, and lo, the voice went out from out of her heads, not out of her heads, but from the midst of her body. And I numbered her contrary feathers, and behold, there were 8 of them. And I looked, and behold, on the right side there arose 1 feather, and reigned over all the earth. And so it was, that when it reigned, the end of it came, and the place thereof appeared no more. So the next, following the second, stood up and reigned, and it had a great time, a great reign. And it happened that when it reigned, the end of it came also like the first, so that it appeared no more. Then came there a voice unto it, and said, Hear thou that hast borne rule over the earth so long, this I say unto thee, before thou beginnest to appear no more, there shall none after thee attain unto thy time, neither unto the half thereof. Then arose the third, and reigned as the other before, and appeared no more also. So went it with all the residue one after another, as that every one reigned, and then appeared no more. Then I beheld, and lo, in process of time, the feathers that followed stood up upon the right side, and that they might rule also. And some of them ruled, but within a little while they appeared no more. For some of them were set up, but ruled not. After this I looked, and behold, the 12 feathers appeared no more, nor the 2 little feathers. And there was no more upon the eagle's body, but 3 heads that rested, 6 little wings. Then saw I also that 2 little feathers divided themselves from the 6, and remained under the head that was upon the right side, for the 4 continued in their place. And I beheld, and lo, the feathers that were under the wing thought to set themselves up to have rule. And I beheld, and lo, there was one set up, but shortly it appeared no more. And the second was sooner away than the first. And I beheld, and lo, the two that remained thought also in themselves to reign. And when they so thought, behold, there awaked one of the heads that were at rest, namely, it was that in the midst, for that it was greater than the other two heads. And then I saw that the two other heads were joined with it. And behold, the head was turned with them that were with it, and did eat up the two feathers under the wing that would have reigned. But this head put the whole earth in fear, and bare rule in it over all those that dwelt upon the earth with much oppression. And it had governance of the world more than all the wings that had been. And after this I beheld, and lo, the head that was in the midst suddenly appeared no more, like as the wings, but there remained the two heads, which also in like sort ruled upon the earth, and over those that dwelt therein. And I beheld, and lo, the head upon the right side devoured it that was on the left side. Then I heard a voice which said unto me, Ezra, look before thee, and consider the thing that thou seest. And I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion, chased out of the wood. And I saw that he, the lion, sent out a man's voice unto the eagle, and said, Hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, Art thou not it that remaineth of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world at the end of their times might come through them? And the fourth came, and overcame all the beasts that were past. And it had power over the earth with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. So long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit, for the earth hast thou not judged with truth. For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. The highest hath also looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled, and therefore appear no more, thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body, that all the earth may be refreshed, and may return, being delivered from the violence, and that many may hope for judgment and mercy of him that hath made her. I will attempt to outline this chapter and make some sense of the vision. I have never seen a more complex vision. Even Daniel chapter 11 is simpler than this one. Major symbolic items are: the vision originates from out of the sea, as seen in verse 1. This is exactly the same as Daniel 7:3. And four great beasts came up from the sea. An eagle comes up. It's an empire spanning hundreds of years. This is seen in verse 1. The eagle had 12 feathered wings. They will disappear and appear no more. Verse 1 and verse 14. The eagle had 3 heads. The largest head in the middle, with 2 other smaller heads, one on the right side, one on the left. The heads were not active until late in the vision. They were sleeping. The large head woke and destroyed 2 feathers, 2 kings. The large head put the whole earth in fear, and bare rule over those upon the earth. The large head suddenly appeared no more. The head on the right kills the head on the left, and ruled. The high God rebuked the head of the eagle for all of its horrible things it had done. God is shown as a roaring lion, and he speaks with the voice of a man. This is seen in verses 1, 4, 32, 33, 35, and 37. The eagle spread her wings and feathers over the earth. She is global in scope. Verses 2, 5, and 32. Out of the eagle grew contrary feathers. These are kings which rebelled against the empire. Each feather represents a king or leader over a land or nation within the eagle. They were coming from the body. These feathers did not lay in line with the other feathers. They were contrary. There were 8 contrary feathers. Each feather would rise up and then disappear. They appeared no more. The 12 feathered wings will disappear, and the eagle will have only 3 heads, 6 small feathered wings. Now, the eagle is one of 4 final empires on the earth at the end of the world, the last. Or the 4th beast is different than the eagle. It will overcome the other 3 beasts, which include the eagle, and rule the world with fearfulness and wicked oppression. When the 4th beast is destroyed, the world will be refreshed and delivered from violence. This is seen in verses 39 and 44 through 44. The next chapter, chapter 12 of Ezra, will provide a lot of clarification for what we have just seen in chapter 11. The Lord, through the angel, will give an interpretation for Ezra. With God's help, chapter 11 will be explained, what we've just gone through. We will still, however, need to discern which empire of our times right now and our world right now fits the facts. This is the end of chapter 11. You can go to the next video in the series to continue to chapter 12 or to any other chapter you wish to view. Thank you for watching.
This was only one session of many. Be sure to continue watching the Prophecy Project series. If you would like to read more information on this subject, you can find Alan's books on Amazon.com.